All right. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the Thursday edition of the Friday vlog.
Yeah, don't freak out. It's just Thursday.
Yeah. It'll be Friday soon though, so hang in there. So, all right. Real briefly, we'll do a Friday letter today. Obviously, offices are closed except for public safety tomorrow, and we will be in Devendorf Park celebrating Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans who have served. Thank you to Post 512, who will be the co-hosts of our annual ceremony, and that at 11:11 tomorrow at the World War I Arch, Chief Ding Dong Richard Kreitman, who was also the father of rebuilding the bell and the arch, will be ringing the bell at 11:11.
And we should say that's a self-granted title that he gives himself. You didn't just call Richard Kreitman a ding dong
not
because
at all. He called that's his title.
Yeah, he gave that to himself.
Chief Ding Dong. Yeah. But he's done a great job the last several years at celebrating Veterans Day. So and Mayor Potter will be speaking as well. So we hope to see you there. A relatively short ceremony, 30 minutes or so. So and again, most importantly, thanks to our veterans, and thank you to everyone who ran for council. And congratulations to those who got seats. We're looking forward to working with you. And here comes one now.
Oh, we got a special guest, so that's weird.
A special guest. What's your name, sir?
You have access?
Oh, hi. How are you? Welcome. We're just doing the Friday vlog, so just 1 second. We'll be right with you. We're looking forward to working with you, new council member. And we will be, having educational opportunities. We're here to help. So please don't hesitate. And those of you who ran that were not successful, please continue to use the city as a resource, me and my team as well. And then lastly, my last note of thanks for this morning is thank you to the staff who mopped up after the storm. We had just some localized issues, some of which will be featured photogenically in the Friday letter, but a pretty benign storm, all things considered. We needed the rain. So I think 2.5 inches here. So.
Pretty good.
What do you got, buddy?
I just want to make everyone aware next week, November 17th at 5:30, we're going to have our sort of kickoff for the Housing Ad Hoc Committee. We've met a couple times with our Housing Ad Hoc Committee, which is Council Members Ferlito and Council Member Richards. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name all of a sudden. But this is really the first public meeting to talk about where the housing element update is going, which has to be done by December 2023. Getting the public involved, talking about what that means. The city's not necessarily building housing, but we do have to make a plan to rise to the challenge that's been laid in front of us by the state to find a way to accommodate 349 new units of housing in the city of Carmel-by-the-Sea over the next 8 or 9 years. So this is the first public meeting. We're going to talk about, how do we incentivize, what kind of changes do we need to make to our housing element, our zoning code, things like that. So it'll be a lively conversation. There'll be a lot more of these in the future over the next year as we continue down this road. But November 17th, 5:30 here in the chambers and virtually via Zoom.
Perfect.
So that'll be great. And then a big thank you to our planning commission. We had a really good meeting last night. It went till about 9:15, so it was a long one. 7 total development projects we got through. We had 2 projects, which in staff's opinion, let me back up. So, the Planning Commission really does do a good job, and they take every project seriously and think about, consistency with the design guidelines that we have currently and ultimately when we get them in the future, and the zoning code and consistency and all that good stuff based on recommendations from my team. And so last night we had 2 projects where our staff didn't feel like they rose to meet the challenge and the requirements of our existing design guidelines. And character, made recommendations for denial or alterations. And the Planning Commission thoughtfully went through, heard all the testimony, and ended up upholding staff's recommendations. So I think it's just important to put that out there that, the Planning Commission is reviewing and approving projects, but they are thoughtful about every single one. So kudos to them last night. There was a lot of really good analytical conversation about what our design guidelines say and why they are written the way that they are.
Why they're applicable.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last little bit of update with respect to the Planning Commission is they did decide amongst themselves to come back in person in December.
Great.
So our next Planning Commission meeting in December will be in person and virtual, just like we're doing City Council.
Right.
So we'll have that hybrid model available. But the Planning Commissioners, me and my team, will be here in chambers, and we'll look forward to seeing anyone who wants to join us.
Great.
And that's what I have.
When I was here on my first offense, we used to actually mount the C-size plans all over the walls.
Really?
Yeah, we used to tape them up so that the public could come up behind the dais here and look at the plans, and commissioners and committee members could get up and take a look. It was really an
That's a long
interesting
time ago.
process. Wasn't that long ago. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Yeah, you want to say
just
anything?
wandered
I mean,
in
this
now
was
you're here?
this is not planned. He was peeking his head in the door here. We got another one.
Fire away. Hurry
Now we got
up.
Rob Culver coming in.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Rob. This is the day of surprise visits. Come and say hi to everybody on the vlog really quick.
Getting long in the tooth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the election, candidates and voters. And should I end it by saying your phrase?
Robbie, you got anything to share with the millions of people?
No, just have a good long weekend.
Have a good long weekend, he says. That's a great note. Okay.
And we say it together, all four of us. Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Take good care.